Hey guys, Dragonfly on the camera, and welcome back to another episode of Vega Conflict. Today, I finally got all my elite breakers, so we're going to be, not over there, the target's right here, attacking some new targets that we've been given with some of my breakers, being as this is what we've got over those times that I've been waiting for a new event. New event, we've apparently gained access to some of the new ships from the other faction here, this one. So, yeah, we're getting Liberators technology finally. So I'm going to be farming that with these destructive things, which I equipped with rush beams and beam capacitors. And these things are extremely powerful for taking out single targets. And they also do just as well against swarms of enemies. Hi, welcome to the elite breakers of death and destruction that are perfectly happy to destroy whatever gets in their way in just a few seconds. Warfare has never been so easy. And then I just let the AI do its thing. And each target will pick its own target. And it will kill them. These rush beams are extremely overpowered, by the way. They do less overall, they do less main damage than the breach cannon, but they do more damage overall because their fire rate increases their damage by 100% when they fire for a certain amount of time. So the damage slowly increases the longer they fire, and it's devastating. It just destroys. And as you're going to see, is I'm just slaughtering everything today, so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. These things are extremely powerful. The only thing that can kill them is the void fleets, so Marauder technology. Which is of course unfortunate, but oh well. And then essentially what we're just going to do is we're just going to jump here. Now I've got a Mark II Taurus Dreadnought as well, which I'll be having a peek at some point. But yeah, there's a lot happened while I wait for the next event, and honestly it's just like me being sat over here with all this technology and not being able to do much else other than kill AI targets with it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And it's just fun to watch my enemies disintegrate before me. I'll be doing Space Engineers at some point, which should be interesting. Yeah, so we got a ton of these enemies just can't survive, full stop. Like, everything will die, no matter what happens. It takes a lot of battles for this fleet to die, because it has... Basically, every ship in this fleet is equipped with a lot of different types of technology that keep it alive. First of all, we have the Caterer Shield, which is basically 3 damage resistance shield, which I'm just finished equipping to all my other ships. So yeah, so I can resist all 3 damage types with each ship now. I've got Segmentada armor, which basically is ridiculous hit points armor, something like 200,000 hit points per Mark 1 armor plate, 250,000 for the Mark 2. There we go, finally spat it out. And we're looking at Mark 3 of the graphene armor, which has all 3 damage type resistance and plenty of HP to go with it. Then of course we're looking at various other things, you know. So we got things like the augment for the fighters, the rush augment I think it was, just to boost the speed and agility of these ships and health and damage and whatnot. Nice. So that's broadside of blueprint complete. All we got to do now is loot the pikes, because the pikes, if we have a peek here, let's just kill him. And kill him at the same time with my flagship. If we check out the loot and we check out the pike, energy, explosive, and kinetic DPS. It also resists energy and whatnot, so yeah, pretty powerful. In the meantime, though, I have this Taurus Dreadnought Mark II fully equipped to just slaughter everything, so that's gonna be doing its thing happily. So yeah, that's that. This is the greatest fleet I have. My Taurus may be better, I don't know, but if this fleet was to go up against my Taurus fleet, it would die. My Taurus fleet would die to this. So this is my most powerful fleet. And honestly, that's kind of impressive that I have a fleet this powerful. Because oh my god, is this thing powerful. And this thing will just destroy everything. So yeah. Power. Raw, efficient power. And when the enemies group up into big swarms, like, that's when, like, it gets a bit difficult to kill them all. Because each of my ships can only target one enemy. So they've either got to target singular enemies and kill them one by one, or each ship has to target an individual enemy. I find it easier just to target individual enemies with all the ships, so to kill single targets. Because then you're focusing all your firepower, so the enemy dies quicker. And also, because the shields regenerate on these enemies, it's less efficient use of damage output to target the enemies individually with each ship, rather than targeting each individual enemy with all ships, because the entire process of the shield regeneration wastes your damage output. And if your damage output isn't higher than the shield regeneration, then you won't break through the shields, and then so you will be wasting damage. My god, I got a lot of pike pieces from that. Alright, so Liberator's Harpax just passing by. So, yeah. Also, as with all, you get a pre-fitted variant. You can have 3 pikes on this, and the pike itself has a spawn limit of 2 ships. So, just like with the actual broadsider, you can have a ridiculous amount of these little pike things coming out of it. So it would be pretty insane. And I thought was to have it instead of, because with my Taurus fleet, I've got the Taurus Dreadnought itself, and then I've got this ship that I forgot the name of already. But essentially, I could replace this ship with the Broadsider, and then that would be pretty dope, I think. Because then I'd just have an army of pikes going at the enemy as well. So I think that would be pretty cool. And that would really make it a lot harder for the enemy to do a lot of things normally. Second of all, we have Inferno Wing, which is the Inferno Squadron converted into base technology. So it's pretty damn powerful. So I have a lot of base technology to be upgrading soon. We've got Apoida again, which I will be getting to make the rest of my breakers gold, because gold, you know. So we're getting as much of that. We got the Vanguard augment. It says in the restriction that you can only have it up to tier 8, which is disappointing, really. Because with all the other things, like you were able to have the fighter augment to tier 9, but clearly they decided they were going to change it. So, yeah, you know that I keep reaching up here. I can't click there because that's where my little capture thing is, so I can't really. Also, that's a line of just Liberators Harpacks. Fun. So, yeah, that's a lot of stuff right there. And of course you got Liberator's Castra, which gives you Inferno Wing, and then you got the other Liberator's Castra, which gives you more Inferno Wings. Now if you scroll all the way down here, Liberator's Servitor 125 gives you the 8,000 points, so basically you just attack a bunch of those. You get the Elite Commandante Carrier ones. I'm still working on that, actually. We'll need to finish that. I changed this fleet a bit. I've currently got one of my own ships in the bay. I subverted, that was it. Basically what I'm doing is I'm equipping one of these kinetic weapons, 2 of the slug torpedoes, and then 1 Rife missile each. And that basically means that the Rife missile will take out all the smaller targets, like the pikes that come at you when you're fighting the hard targets that have the swarms of them. You have the slug torpedoes and the kinetic weapon for base DPS, so when you're fighting single targets that have large HP, you just basically slaughter them really quickly. And that's basically what I was going for there, was like within that. And I got 1 pike piece, so this is going to take a while. You'll also notice that I do, when I go to my blueprints, I have basically all the Liberators technology. Look at all this Spectre technology that I have. I mean, hell, I don't even have the inhibitor of the plexus. I don't have most of the blueprints here. And yet, I've got all the hardest blueprints. Okay, yeah, I got all the ones down here, of course. But when it comes to all the ships and whatnot up here, like, I don't actually have all the stuff collected. But all the ships right up here, I have everything. I've got all the weapons. I've got, well, I'm still farming the pike, like, but of course, like once I'm done farming these, then that'll be the pike done. Although I don't understand why it doubles them like that, you know, like, because you got pike 1 and then you got pike 2. Like, there's 2 pikes, I know, but that's kind of not logical, because it's the spawn limit stays the same. So why should you change the image? I don't know, it's just like to say there's like something more deadly, but I don't see why it should change how it looks. And then of course, like I said, we have the Caterer Shield, which is basically, it has the same energy as the other shields. But does this. It's got energy, explosive, and kinetic reduction at 65% rather than 70%. The prime shift is about the same for that as it is with the others, except of course the attack charge rate is slightly lower because they had to nerf it. It's basically deadly. So the Caterer Shield really is not that much of a downgrade. And of course you got things like the mesh screen and actual like shields down here that are part of the other factions. But the Caterer Shield really was easy to farm. Then of course you got your specials. You got your armor. So you got the Segmentada armor, which is this one, and you got the graphene armor, like I said. Segmentada armor has this whopping 39,000 HP compared to the 31,000. So yeah, you definitely got a lot more HP out of this for mass because they have the same mass. So yeah. Also, the Segmentada armor decreases the trigger threshold for the prime shift. So yeah, it means that you get prime shift faster. Holy hell, how many pike pieces do I need? Oh my god, this is taking too long. And then of course it sends me down here, and I don't want it to go down there, because there's Liberator's Harpax right there. Give. So, yeah, essentially this is the event that I've been working on now. Literally just started working on this event, so, yeah. So there's a lot of different things going on here that have made it a bit different to most of the events, because like the devs are bringing out all these new things and everything's coming out now, so yeah, there's like a tons of stuff to do. And then of course like you got the bounty target stuff that I don't usually do, because usually the top person has coins and farms with coins. Plus the prizes like blood amber and then this crap paint. I don't even know what this is. How does this even look? That's disgusting. Ew. Why would you even want to put this on your ship? Why would you even want to put this on your ship? Also noticed that the Spectre here for the buckler has its own little tabs, and it's got this broadsider here. Ah, it looks disgusting! Also, broadsider has a very pixelated graphic. You seen how pixelated that is? That's pixelated. Ugh, Anterra is disgusting. Ugh, I'm disgusted. That's gross. Whereas Apoida, like, who doesn't want all their ships to look like this? Hmm? Who doesn't want their ships to look pure gold? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And like I said though, it's like, why are the Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5 and Elite bucklers like that? Also, that's still pixelated as hell. The paint doesn't even cover the whole thing. What the hell? Disgusting. I don't understand. And then of course you got chrome, but that's like for these ones. It takes forever for it to load as well, you see in this. You see how long this is taking to load. Oh my god, the devs need to speed the game up, definitely. Then of course you got Orion over here. That's my Discord username as well. My Discord username changed to Orion because I decided I was going to do that. Don't ask me why. I just did. I wanted to. Oh, cool. So I just finished that. So I'm recalling my fleet. Let's bring them home. So that's my farming done for today. That was easy. So yeah, that's that done. What else to say? Other than the fact I'm getting an Inferno Wing. Take 17 coins. So yeah, that's going to take some time. Either way though, Inferno Wing. Oh boy, is this going to be... Yeah, oh my god, that's big as hell. Ah, there we go. Alright, so I forgot that when I'm fitting modules and stuff like that's how it goes. So yeah, we got all these things here, like the sentries and everything. But we never got to understand how the Inferno Wing in itself is so heavy. Oh my god. That's insane. I mean, that's probably because, like, these things, like attaching the Inferno Wing to there, it's probably attached to these as well, the sweep maximizers, so that's sending the weight up by drastic amounts. But my god. So yeah, that's that, I guess. Also, base attack, why the hell not? Let's sort this out for the final moments of the day, being as we can. So we join into this, and you guys get to see this enemy fleet with a broadsider and 2 bucklers get absolutely incinerated by my base. I don't mind the miners and everything on the outside getting destroyed first. That's like normal because I don't put my guns anywhere on the base because their base is like the most heavily defended. If these dudes don't kill them first, that is. Now, are you noticing this? Every time these dudes fire, it's not reaching the target. It's not reaching the target. You seeing that? These shots aren't reaching the target. I've informed the devs about this. I don't even know if they're going to do anything. Because, like, everybody can just say to... now they're hitting, of course, because the target's moving towards them. But they're moving away. Why would you move away? It doesn't make sense. But, yeah, either way, so... like, it's been kind of annoying that the devs haven't fixed this since it's been quite a while. It's been a week since I mentioned this, and it's still not done, which annoys me, but oh well. We'll just have to see how it all goes, I guess. So yeah. Anyways guys, I thank you all for watching this episode of Vega Conflict and me using my breaker fleets, which are equipped quite nicely. Each and every one of them equipped very powerfully with all this powerful technology. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!